and I'll talk about this more in my next stream. I got to go to Coachella, so that was like part of the reason why I was away. I'll tell you guys about my experience in a separate stream. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? I know, right? I know, it doesn't even sound like me. Like I said, I'll tell you more. I'll tell you more details in the next stream, okay? All right. Is it good? I had a good time. I had a good time. I will say this: the only reason I went is because I had some friends, like some IRL friends that were going, and they had like basically their fourth bailed like really last minute, and they were like, you don't have to pay. If you do, like you can pay as much as you feel like. It's fine. Could you just come and be our fourth? And I was like, okay. So I had to do like a bunch of research. Did you car camp or what? So they had the El Dorado camping. They did the El Dorado lodges. And for those that don't know what that is, it's basically like a 4-person tent where like they prepare it for you. And there's like cots in there with like some pillows and sleeping bags. For free, yeah, they let me go. Pretty much just jump in on the trip. They let me just jump in since like they didn't want to waste the 4th ticket. Spill that Coachella outfit, girl. Yeah, let me just tell you exactly what I was wearing. I mean, I always keep it chill. I don't really wear much anyways. But it was hot as shit. So I couldn't wear much anyways. It was really hot. I had to load up on sunscreen like crazy. I was reapplying sunscreen throughout the day constantly. You know, I had my little earplugs. But the sets were honestly great. It was a good experience. I had a lot of fun. I won't lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I will say some of the sets, I got to see Fujikaze. I got to see Creepy Nuts. I got to see Sabrina Carpenter. I got to see Justin Bieber. Who else did I get to see? You know who I didn't get to see that made me sad? Cat's Eye. I miss Cat's Eye. Unfortunately. I saw Leve. You know I had to see Leve. I saw Giveon. Did you see Taemin? Yes, I saw Taemin. Taemin is crazy, bro. That man is... Oh my goodness. Taemin was my first introduction to bra flinging. I was like, whoa. What was my favorite? Fujikaze blew me out of the water, dude. I was shocked. Did you get to the barricade? Yeah, I got to barricade for Taemin, which is hilarious. And I got pretty close for Fujikaze, but not barricade. Oh, I also saw Big Bang. They were right after Leve, so I got to see Big Bang as well. You know, I hadn't listened to Big Bang at all. I just was aware that they're a 20-year-old band, and they announced their world tour at Coachella too, which was crazy. And I never listened to any of their songs because, like, you guys know me, like, I like K-pop and I like K-R&B and, you know, Korean music, but like, I'm not so deep entrenched in the culture that like I have a bias and I'm familiar with all that stuff. Like, I'm not, you know, I don't know about all that. So like, I didn't really know about Big Bang. I didn't know like that they were like kind of the origins, basically the grandfathers of K-pop is what a lot of my friends were telling me. So like, I hadn't listened to any of their songs before, but like, I could feel the experience. Like, I was like, their entertainment value was insane. I was like, oh my God, these guys are so good. They were so good, and I enjoyed myself. I didn't know any of the songs, but I was having so much fun. My favorite set was definitely Fujikaze. He surprised me because he sang he sang quite a few English songs. I don't know if you guys know this about Fujikaze. Obviously, Shinu no ga Iwa blew him straight out of the stratosphere, you know, like it blew him the fuck up because it sent him not only out of Japan, but like well into like, you know, so he has a lot of foreign fans that are not Japanese. So he has an English album. And like, he's done English versions of some of his Japanese songs, but he actually has a full English only album, like of English songs. And he performed quite a few of those. And I was shocked. They're so good. He has a lot of really good, like, English only songs. And during his set, like between songs, he was speaking a lot of English. Like, he was like, take care of yourselves, everyone. Stay blessed. Stay hydrated. It was so good. Fujikaze was great, but Leve was also really good. I have to say, I think my top 3 was probably Sabrina Carpenter, Leve, and Fujikaze. Those are my top 3. Sabrina Carpenter was incredible. And I'll say this too. Some of you guys were probably seeing some of the drama surrounding Justin Bieber's performance. And look, I'll be real. At first, I was defending him because, you know, I didn't see his performance myself. First of all, he's the highest paid artist ever that's been invited to Coachella. He's the highest paid headliner, $10 million. Crazy. He brought out the biggest crowd that's ever been seen at Coachella. And at first I defended him because I was like, man's been through a lot. Like, the fact that he brought up a laptop and just kind of sang like his heart out, you know, like to old songs, I was like, dude, that's fine. It's not like he's a crazy performer anyways, you know, he doesn't need like the big spectacle and all this stuff. It's very authentic and true to himself. I was like, that's fine. But then after actually being there, Bro, that shit was so ass. For the first like hour of his performance, he sang songs from an album that I had not heard before, and I think most of the people felt that way, and guys, I like basically fell asleep for the first like half of it. And then after that, he started singing oldies like, you know, Baby and stuff. He didn't sing Beauty and the Beat, unfortunately, but he started singing a bunch of oldies. The thing is that when he was singing the oldies, he wouldn't even sing the full song. He would sing like half to like, you know, a third of the song. It was really unfortunate. And I was like, man, I defended you, bro. This shit sucks. I was so disappointed. I did not get to sing Pink Pantheress. No, unfortunately. I know that she brought on a bunch of surprise guests though. Yeah, no, Justin Bieber actually fumbled the bag. I tried to defend him at first, but I was like, nah, bro. Like, I do still think that the statement saying like his performance was authentic. Yes, it was authentic and true to himself. None of the spectacle, you know, like reflecting of who he is and what he did as a performer and like his experience in like this whole sphere. Yeah, that's true. However, two things can be true at once. It was authentic, it was true to himself, and it was special. However, that shit was fucking ass. I feel like he could have had a better mix of songs. If he wanted to sing his new album so badly, that's fine. However, you gotta weave that shit in, dog, because the first half of it was just all from his new album, and his new album is just ballads. It was slow shit. I'm like, bro, I'm going to sleep. I'm honk shoeing up in this bitch. Sing something more high octane. I can't do this. And then finally I woke up and he was singing Baby and I was like, oh my gosh, finally. He did have some guests though. What is it? He brought on SZA. I can't remember who else. But like, that was cool. But like, dog, yeah, no, that was a nap. That was nap time for me. I want you to sing Fujikaze's Damn. I'm not gonna lie to you. After seeing some of Fujikaze's English songs, I'm gonna see if I can sing some of those because those were fun. Those were so fun to listen to. You actually fell asleep. Unironically, I knocked the fuck out. We had a blanket that we all shared because, you know, that's just festival nature. And I laid down. I laid down and fell asleep. Oh yeah, Billie was on there. I don't remember if she sang though. I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. His performance was very forgettable. It was very sad. I was really looking forward to his too because apparently he was coming off a 9-year hiatus. And for those that don't know, I actually like Justin Bieber's music. I really do. I really enjoy his music. Like I think he has a gorgeous voice. And like, he's very talented, but you know, we can talk more about it in the next stream. I don't really have much else to say beyond that. Camping was chill. It was hot. I don't really ever want to do that shit again. What'd you think about Sabrina's, look, I'm gonna be real. I liked Fujikaze's the best because I like Fujikaze, but Sabrina Carpenter by far had the best set, without a doubt. Hers was like a movie. And then she had so many fun surprise guests. Like, yeah, no, Sabrina Carpenter's was easily the best set of Coachella. Like, honestly, she deserved the 10 million that Justin got because she went all out. She was so fucking good. She was so fucking good. Like, genuinely. It actually felt like she wanted to be there. You know who else was really good? Teddy Swims. I forgot to mention. Teddy Swims was amazing. Yeah, no, she had Madonna. She brought fucking Madonna and Terry Crews. Yeah, like, no, she deserved to headline for day 2. Not Justin. Justin should have headlined for day 1. Yes, she brought on Terry Crews, and it was so funny because he did this like whole thing. You know, she was changing costumes, you know, for the next like part of the set. What is it? So Terry came out as kind of like intermission, and he talked, and he was like, Sabrina Carpenter? The Sabrina Carpenter? Oh yeah, that white chick. And he was like, speaking of white chicks, it reminds me of my favorite song. Making my way downtown. Walking fast, faces fast, and I'm homebound. And everybody started singing along. It was so great. It was so fucking good, dude. The white chick reference was elite. Nah, Sabrina was the best by far. Easily the best performance. Like, my God. Again, Fujikaze was my favorite, but Sabrina was unequivocally the best. Not even close. Apparently there were fights. I have no idea. I do remember at one point, though. I will say this. This is the last thing that I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to end stream. Right after Leve was Big Bang, right? And they were at the same stage. So after Leve, I got pretty close up to Leve. But then because Big Bang was right after, I guess all these bitches were like, oh my gosh, we need to get up. So they pushed us. They pushed the entire crowd forward. And it caused a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if people fell over. They started pushing. And it's like, bro, I don't even want to see Big Bang like that. I'm only here because I had friends that were interested in Big Bang, and I'm just, you know, I want to be around my friends. So I end up watching sets that I want to watch, but I mostly am sticking with my friends. So like they start pushing people, and I'm like, why would you do that? It is never that serious. Like there are so many fucking weirdos that probably don't even like Leve. They just like Big Bang, but they want to be far up. So like literally we get up really early for Leve, And then there are people that just walk in and they just like stand right by you, all up in your personal space. And I'm like, bro, where's the fucking etiquette? And the crazy thing, look, no racism here. They were all fucking Asian. I'm like, aren't you guys from like a part of the world where they literally have a rule on the train that says let the people that are on get off before you get on? I'm like, what is it? Is it K-pop fans? Is that what it is? I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, genuinely, if this is how K-pop fans act at Coachella, I'm like, can we just stop inviting like big K-pop artists? That's not a crowd that I want, because genuinely I had nothing but bad experiences with them. Genuinely so fucking annoying. Why are you pushing the crowd to get up close? Like, if you were that much of a fan, you would have been here like 2 hours ago, like me. Clearly, I'm just a bigger fan of this group than you. Like, stop being bitches. Like, why are you pushing people out of the way? Like, my God, dude. Yeah, no, K-pop fans are just, nah, that was not cool. I'm like, somebody could have fell over. That could have easily been somebody getting trampled and extremely injured. Like, why are you pushing people? Just wait. Like, literally, the group that I was with, we didn't even want to be that close up for Big Bang. We just wanted to be close up for Leve. So we were planning on moving back anyways, but then suddenly we start getting pushed. And it's like, what the fuck is all your problems? I think my biggest pet peeve was people that would push up to the front and then they would smoke. I'm like, why? I'm like, what's your fucking deal? Why do you come up so far, get in everybody's personal space? You're stuffing yourself where you have no business stuffing yourself. You're late, by the way. You're late to the set. You stuff yourself in between people, and then you have the nerve to fucking smoke. I don't understand. That was probably my biggest issue outside of the heat. Those two things. People that are extremely inconsiderate, even though most people, I won't lie, most of them were very considerate. I had a lot of really sweet interactions with a lot of really chill people, but like, it was those occasional times it pissed me off, man. Really pissed me off. But overall, I would say Coachella was like a good 7 out of 10 for me. Not terrible at all. Really enjoyed myself. I had a lot of fun with my friends. So yeah.